In Excel functions, now we'll take a look at logical functions. So in logical functions, what we are doing is that we will explore one construct in logical functions called if. The if construct we will try to explore. So logical functions are conditional statements that make logical functions in Microsoft Excel. The syntax of the construct of logical function is if there is a condition, then branch X. If the condition is false, it is branch Y. So that is how the logical function goes. In addition to normal if statements, many use nested logical functions, and by far it is most widely used construct in Microsoft Excel. So to illustrate that, we have a sample, we have an example in Microsoft Excel that of a pricing table. So we will first explain what the pricing table is, and then we will come to see how an if construct is used to extract data from the pricing table. So pricing table is simple. There is a minimum value and maximum value. From minimum value to maximum value, there is a price attached to it. So from 0 to 5, if minimum value is 0 and maximum value is 5, the price attached is 15. Similarly, if the minimum value is 6 and maximum value is 50, for that range, the price attached is 12. Similarly, for minimum volume 51 and maximum volume 150, the price attached is 10.5. Now the question is, we have volume as 63. What should be the price? From the pricing table, it is very evident that for 63, the value is in between 51 and 150. That means the price attached should be 10.5. But how do we write this in Microsoft Excel? That is what we are going to see. We use an if construct to write this logic, and we will give that under the price table. So let us first see what that if construct is. This is the if construct. That is, if A8 is less than or equal to B3, then C3. Otherwise, if A8 is less than or equal to B4, then it is C4, otherwise C5. In other words, we will first take A8. A8 is nothing but 63. That is the value of A8. And then what we are doing is that we are comparing it with B3. B3 is minimum volume of the first row, which is 0. So definitely A8 is not less than B3, and hence it is not C3. It goes to the next if construct. The next if construct says if A8 is less than or equal to B4, B4 is 50. If it is less than or equal to B4, which is not the case, then it is actually C5. C5 is 10.5. So in other words, this if construct actually gives the correct price from a range of values. So we are going to put that in maximum volume, that is in B8. And now when we enter it, we will get 10.5 as the value. We will get 10.5 as the value. So that is the basic logic behind if statement, and this is basically a logical function, and that is what gets used in logical functions under Excel. One of the logical construct is if. There is also and or. And is basically if two conditions are true, then it is 1, otherwise it is false. Similarly, OR is if either of the condition is true or if both are true, then it is true, otherwise it is false. So those two constructs are also there. So this is how we use if construct in Excel.